Takeovers are a constant nuisance and a public safety concern. The latest overnight here led to a smash and grab looting. You can see some of the damage here at this business. A family-owned market targeted and broken into by a mob of people as the takeover was playing out just feet away.
What is that we're witnessing? Why is this going on in America? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, one and all. I am Friend Shad Pierce, and welcome again to my channel. It is July 14th of 2025, 9:40 in the p.m. And what kind of ruckus do we have? Oh, it's LA. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. Oh no, it took 2 hours for the police to show up. At least that's what they reported.
Video showing a red Dodge Charger doing donuts at the intersection of Orange Avenue and Harding Street while dozens of spectators blocked the road there. This was around 1 a.m. when Long Beach police eventually arrived to break up the takeover and clear the area. The crowd quickly dispersing with people running from the intersection as fireworks were being set off. But not before part of that crowd moved in on J&G Market, breaking the glass storefront, grabbing beer and snacks off the shelves in a brazen looting with plenty of cameras out.
Roughly 2 hours later, the scene escalated. A group of people wearing masks moved toward J&G Market, breaking windows and looting shelves. When Long Beach police responded at around 12:30 a.m., the crowd had already scattered. Neighbors say street takeovers happen here often.
It's sad that people that are hardworking, trying to make a living, and then they get this in return. And we've called the police. We'll hear them in the middle of the night.
And while the cars and the crowd are no longer here, the tire marks remain in the middle of the intersection, and the frustration from nearby residents continues to grow.
We tired. We live down here. Yeah. They come running, block our cars in. Outside they didn't come at all. They were out here for 2 hours doing this for 2 hours straight. Police didn't come at all. Said, oh, we're busy. We need help out here.
Another nearby business was also hit.
Governor Newsom. Woo-wee! I wonder who's worse, him, the Dallas governor, or the Texas governor, or Mr. Runner-Up here in Chicago, the mayor. Oh, I forgot about Mayor Bass. Oh, how could I forget about her? Welcome to the descending states of America. How about that? The descending states of America. Yeah. This is a part of what I meant months ago when I said, get ready for the long, hot summer. Yeah. And don't get it twisted. When things like this are allowed, indirectly you're calling for something. You see, and the powers have to lax the laws, and then they have to put clowns out there to do the donuts. Yeah. And gather the people out there. Yeah. Don't think that this thing wasn't contrived. Even the break-in, allegedly, of the store. It's all part of a United States plan to create climate, to call for something. And what is it calling? It's calling for a restoration, if you will, to get back to order. You see, you have to break it up to fix it up. You have to damage it real bad to bring repair. You have to let it go down to resurface it. Satan get off on that, you see, because he's the fallen angel, Luke 10:18. And he gets off on falling down, you see. And America, he wants us to fall down. So people, clutch your pearls, chill out, have your little favorite drink. Don't worry about nothing, because this is all coordinated. I'm telling you the truth. I would not get on YouTube just to be talking. I'm telling you what I believe Satan is doing and the participants who have taken over our country. You see, they had to get a hold of it and then do this thing in segments. You see, It's a takeover, but it's a quiet takeover, and it's gradually. You had the BLM, you had the Antifas. You know, now they got it where they got the looting going on, doing the donuts, just creating havoc. And the police, oh, we're busy for 2 hours. You busy? You can't do nothing. You're helpless. It's a call. It's a call to take over the whole order, including our police department. Don't you think that even that agencies, I'm gonna call it like I said, don't you ever think that a plan cannot grow to a point where it would take over your law and order that is supposed to protect you. Don't you ever think that. You got to understand, this has been going on in foreign countries for decades. America, it's your turn. I just don't want you guys to trip out. I want you to understand what they're doing. This thing is being contrived. It's being allowed to happen. The breakdown of the country in all of our pillars. They don't want order. And they utilizing the youth. You got to dummy them down, get them see, because they're the future. They know middle-aged and older people, we ain't going for that. But they know the young ones, they don't understand what a takeover looks like. They have no idea. They're like, oh, I got this freedom. I'm free to do this. And possibly getting paid to do it too. The dude halfway out the window with his neck out, arms out, and he doing donuts. And you're gonna tell me that the police came 2+ hours later. And you want me to believe that as a citizen, that this is all natural because you were busy. You were shorthanded. Yeah. If it ain't the weather, it take you long to respond to when there's a catastrophe, it's stuff like this. It's just a total shake your head. But again, once you understand that this thing is on purpose, you won't be stressed out about the fall of the country. I want you to recognize what the Phoenix bird looked like. This is the Phoenix bird. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. The Phoenix bird. The Phoenix bird. This is the Phoenix bird. I featured it the other day. This is the bird that rises. Once upon a time, it's nice and sleek. And then it goes through its winter, spring, summer, and fall. When it falls, it falls. And it burns up. It literally burns up. And once it burns up, it goes into ashes. It's a devil. It's going to shapeshift. And that's what they're doing. They're shape-shifting this. See, if we look at this thing only in our realm, we'll never get it. This is coming from fallen angels. These are fallen angels, which have these secret groups, and they're taking over our big cities, including America. It's a spirit. It is a spirit. I'm going to keep telling you people until they get it. You can call me crazy. This is, you know, this is not natural. You know this is unnatural. You know it's unnatural. This thing could spin out of control and kill somebody. You understand what I'm saying? They could easily kill somebody.
Video shows drivers doing donuts and burnouts while a large crowd gathered.
He could lose control and kill somebody. So is that a professional hire? What is it? I wouldn't put it past him. And it's going to cause a clash. But I want you guys to control. When they go down, stay in the house. These are the phases that they need to go through before they truly restore order. And it's not going to be fun and games then. You see? I would not be surprised that the goons that they hired to do this, they be the first examples. And that there'd be some serious casualties that day. At some point, you can't go to other extreme without consequences, people. God sets the tenor and tone for this, okay? And there, in this extreme move, it's going to reach a boiling point. And it's got to be reined back in. And this is what the powers want. They want us to get hot, blank mad. And before you know it, your police in your town will be subject to probably like United Nations police. Do you understand? In all the major cities. And you got, what you have to understand is this. Once they're in, they're in. And I'm telling you, I've watched it overseas. Once the military police come in, they're in. There's no going back. There's no going back to that norm, but at once upon a time. And these dumb kids who know nothing about international, the way things have been taken over, they have no idea that they're setting the whole country up. But I'm glad there's a Jesus. I'm glad it's a Jesus.
All of this happening just after midnight. Dozens of cars blocked off this intersection at Harding and Orange for an illegal takeover. You can see that red Charger making donuts in the middle of the road shortly after fireworks are seen and heard blasting in this neighborhood. Then a large crowd of people looting J&G Market right on the corner here, breaking glass and stealing, grabbing beer, snacks, other items. All of the takeover continued just steps away. Many of the people involved, you can see, are wearing masks, covering the scene. Just complete lawlessness here. Long Beach police arrived to disperse the crowd and clear up the store. When they showed up, many of the looters fled on foot. The market owners were called and arrived about 30 minutes later to find their store ransacked. We spoke to a nearby resident, Christy Miles, who lives just feet from where this all unfolded, and she said she's scared.
It's so dangerous. Them cars can scurry off and hit that house, that car, anywhere. You know, we could have just been coming in and something could hit us, you know,
And she's right, and that's what I'm talking about. But the ignorance of what they're doing, they're not smart. Axles can break. Brand new axles on a car, or it can flip over. They have no regard for life. When you see something like this, get in the house. At some point, it's gonna pop. This is the long hot summer, and I feel compelled as a content creator to tell you, but I don't want you stressing out. And this is an economy killer, because they might have lockdowns in certain parts of our states and our cities, which means these businesses are going to hurt. Which means if they go up on their prices, you suffer more. Do you understand the repercussions and consequences behind this? But people are so dumb. We're dumb. We're illiterate. A lot of us people don't get it twisted. I didn't say everybody. A lot of people are economically illiterate. They don't understand economics. They think they do. But this has to be talked about in terms of economics. When you're out there doing what you're doing, the business is going to suffer. People might be scared to be in that area at a certain hour. They might be scared to be there in that area at nightfall. So that might hurt 20% or 25% of your profit overnight. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now they're going to a more safer community. This is how dumb these kids are. Then they wonder, well, how come there's no opportunity in my neighborhood? You just ran it off, dummy. You just ran it off, dummy. But you know what? These kind of people, they need to be out on the farm somewhere. The old chain gang, they need to be out there for a couple of weeks so they can feel a little bit of pain, lose their little freedom, so you can bring them back to reality. And that's what you have to do. I'm a firm believer. The more I get older, the more and more I realize that this is the generation where you have to mentally crack them and bring them to a reality, back to the state where God intended us to be, and that is using common sense. And that's probably what's going to have to happen. They're probably going to open up the farms and take these kids out here And these parents gonna be out there crying, he was a good child. She was really nice. Why'd you take my child and take him to a rehab farm for 2 weeks? Because they out there acting a fool. You letting them out there. The complexion of America is going to change, people. I'm just getting y'all ready. I'm getting y'all ready. Because it's a calling. Anytime you get out of order, you're calling for something. Either it's going to get so loose that people are going to take the country back, or the authorities will finally come in after they let it run crazy, and they're going to start arresting you, and you're going to lose your freedom. It's not going to be nice. I'm Friendshot Pearson. That's my perspective. Keep on acting the idiot. There's a price to pay for that too. Enjoy America while you can, people. Like I said, go out and have some fun. Because this thing is over with. It's over with. They got a plan and they know what they're doing. It's all orchestrated. Don't you worry about nothing. Jesus has got to come at some point.